So you are...
Should I turn it so?
Up to you. Up to you, my darling.
Peace, guys.
Peace. Oh, all right.
And then
Let's get out of here.
and it's like,
Let's blow this popsicle stand. Woo!
where are popsicles? I like popsicles. Wow!
Yeah, usually there's something there like holding it in place.
It will be my leg.
That's gonna be your job now. Hold on.
Us. Help.
Yes, I am. I am here to help.
Don't put me in charge. This is a bad idea. Oh.
Here, wait.
What?
Turn it just a little bit.
Okay.
And then you bundle this at the bottom so it doesn't wiggle as much. Like that. Technical difficulties.
What is wrong
Death
with
Star
you?
jumped in the chat. Isn't that wonderful? Hello, Death Star.
Hello.
We are lucky to have you as always.
Ooh.
Boy.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. Oh, that cool air feels so nice, but it's probably
Am I able
like
to turn
probably
this?
super loud and noisy on the stream.
I cannot.
Turn
Okay.
what? Huh?
Turn it slightly so I'm not like.
Well, you have to turn at the base. Like you have to actually turn the
I know.
tripod.
That's what I was trying to figure out if I needed to or if I could just.
All right.
Technical difficulties.
Joanna will be responding to the chat during the
Oh,
pre-show
dear.
while I drive. Oh, actually, hold on. Go ahead and sign into that. It's the same password for my phone, but a year earlier. And that's something that only she and a few other people understand.
Ah! Okay, I figured it out. It's okay.
Eventually, you want to put a landscape. We got to put on the tunes. I
Yep.
forgot.
It's Jocelyn.
Usually put the tunes on before we start the live stream, but we accidentally pressed go live a little early. Oh, it's hot in here. Babe, I need to fix the AC in my car.
Oh dear.
Because if you're in here, it just gets too hot.
I think it's because you're here, actually.
No, it only gets hot when you're in here. Like, if it's just me, nothing happens. I'm just saying. There's an obvious equation here. So go ahead and click the search button real quick. And
I
then
think
you'll
it's
see
just-
in recent searches no copyright. Yep. And then scroll down. Hold on. I'll let you speak.
Keep interrupting.
I'll let you speak in just a second. That one.
This one?
Yep. And then go ahead and set it to the beginning. All right. And then you can rest it like right here. Okay. Yeah. Set it to the beginning. Perfect. Excuse me. Oh my goodness, what a chaotic beginning to the stream.
Hi.
Hello, welcome everybody. If you guys don't recognize our special guest star tonight, this is my wonderful, beautiful, amazing girlfriend, Jocelyn.
Yo.
Yo. So, go ahead, why don't you tell us what's going on in the chat, babe?
Death Star is here.
Death Star is here. Boy.
And Detective Green says hi.
Detective Green's in the chat. What's up? It's been a while.
Yeah, he's focusing on the road. I am the one that's supposed to be in charge, except for I'm bad at it.
It just comes with practice.
Hi. Melissa.
Go ahead and shout out the names of the people jumping in the chat so we know who's here.
Yeah, Melissa says hi.
Hello, Melissa. You want to adjust that light actually because it's blocking the number of people that we have on the stream, so I can't see who's joining. How many people we have?
Where?
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, that works.
Okie doke.
All right.
Ines asks if you are a fighter of sorts.
Am I a fighter of sorts? I guess you could say I'm a fighter because, as Keanu Reeves says, like if you're a lover, you got to be a fighter, and I'm definitely a lover, so I guess I'm a fighter.
He also knows how to do archery.
I do know how to. Yes, I do.
It's pretty cool.
I do archery sparingly in my free time, which is almost non-existent. Because most of my free time goes dedicated to making content like this.
Naomi asked, "What's up?"
What's up? Not much. Got off work, and we have a guest star here on tonight's live stream. If you guys aren't familiar with this live stream or how it works, this is a free advice live stream. We're here in the pre-show right now, so that means that usually I'm not able to reply to things in the chat, but since we have a guest star here tonight, my amazing girlfriend, she can let us know what's happening in the chat, which is awesome.
Yeah.
So, wow, those guys are patient. Anyway, so what else is happening in the chat? That's your cue.
I know, I'm trying to read. It's shaking. I'm dyslexic. No, I'm kidding, I'm not.
I was like, that's a lie.
It is very much a lie.
We gotta catch up
classes,
with the chat.
But I'm not dyslexic.
Catch up with the chat.
Did Mouse show up yesterday?
Mouse, I don't think Mouse was here yesterday.
Okay. That's what I was asking. Melissa asks, what is your channel about?
Ooh, great question. So we do 5 nights a week. We do these free advice live streams, and we just kind of share wholesome, good news and help people who are struggling, and just kind of talk things out. Talk about self-improvement, answer any questions people might have. And again, this is free advice, not necessarily good advice. I hope that it's good advice, but there's no guarantee of that. But, you know, it is free. So, I mean, you know, take your pick. If you think free stuff is good stuff, then there you go. But anyway, elsewhere on my channel, we do music. I'm a writer, I'm an artist, I'm a voice actor. We play games, we do challenges and stuff. Right now, the current challenge, I have to learn, you guys dared me, like as a community, you guys dared me to learn how to do a backflip. So that's the current challenge that we're on right now. And once I learn how to do a backflip, if that video gets 1,000 views, she gets to cut and dye my hair a color of your guys' choice. So
hot pink.
So make sure that video gets views, you know, when that comes around. But also, like, if it doesn't get views, that's okay. I'll handle it. I'll handle not having hot pink hair. That's fine. I will take the bullet for us, and I will not get hot pink hair. I'll make the sacrifice of not getting hot pink hair.
I don't know if we'll actually get hot pink hair, but I think you'd look good in it, you know? Can you guys see it? Hot pink hair for him. Oh, Melissa asks, what do you think about having anxiety?
What do I think about having anxiety? I think about it a lot, actually. Sorry, that's a joke. Yeah, I have anxiety. I think most people our age have or struggle with anxiety of some kind. And anxiety is like, definitely a struggle for a lot of people, and always in the moments where you don't know how or why or what to do about it. It's kind of like a really sucky emotion to have to deal with, but I mean, if you're asking for like tips on how to deal with anxiety, we've talked about it before on the channel. Anxiety takes you out of the present. Anxiety has you thinking about the past or worried about the future, or like worried about something that's going to happen, or worried that you're not going to do something well, or you're like anxious in the moment because something just happened or something is happening or will happen. What you have to do to combat anxiety is ground yourself, and you can do that by returning to like your basics, like which is like your basics of the present, which first thing is breathing. So you'll hear every therapist say this ever, you know, breathwork exercises. If you're having a moment of anxiety or panic attack or something like that, your breathing is what you want to focus on first. If you're able to remove yourself from a situation, do that. But if not, you have to kind of focus inwards, because there's a lot of stimulation going around you. Focus inwards and focus on just your breaths, and then slowly kind of reset yourself. Focus on your breathing first, and then focus on what you can feel, kind of like be aware of your body, your hands, your face, your eyes, and then slowly explore the 5 senses and be like, okay, I can see these things, I can hear these things, I can smell a couple of things, and you know, I can feel some things, and this, and then, you know, once you kind of get grounded in what's going on within you, then it's easier to handle what's going on around you because you've kind of reset. You know, when you have like too many tabs open and everything's like loading super slow and things are going crazy and lagging and it's just chaos, sometimes you have to reset and go all the way back to the beginning. Just start again with one tab and slowly build up. You kind of have to just task manager it all away, which is kind of how I like explaining, you know, how to deal with anxiety. So, wonderful question. I hope that's kind of what you were looking for there. But yeah, what are people saying in the chat now?
There was another question. What do you think about people with bipolar?
What do I think about people with bipolar? I think of them as people. I've actually worked with a lot of people who have bipolar disorder, and they're people just like us. It takes learning how to interact with somebody who has like a vastly different personality than you. Learning to interact with somebody who is bipolar is just like learning how to deal with anyone else. You know, everybody has something going on in their lives, and that person just has bipolar going on in their lives. So I don't think anything of those people other than just they're people. You know, I don't think of them any differently than normal people. I have like some experience dealing with bipolar, but like never in like a really close relationship, like a family member or like a really close friend or anything like that.
Someone I consider to be like a sibling to me had bipolar. We were pretty sure.
Yes.
And I love them very, very much. And although they have not really reached out to me in a long time, they're still one of my most favorite people, and I, you know, love them to bits and pieces. You know, it doesn't change how I view the person. I know in my life sometimes it can be a little bit harder for, you know, for me, I'm an emotional chameleon. I kind of pick up on the ups and downs, and so it can be a little difficult for me, but I never want to push them away. That everyone has their own difficulties. You know, even when I'm trying to be kind to everyone, I have different problems, and so I think it's just like every other person. I think it's just a different struggle or different things that you need to focus on.
This is why I love you. Isn't she amazing, guys? Isn't she absolutely amazing? Has the most beautiful heart. What are people saying?
Melissa's saying that, you know, she's an overthinker. It's very difficult, and that we're right on point. And also dealing with ADD. The boyfriend has ADD, and I have bipolar. It's very hard.
Well, I commend you for working through things like that with someone else, because it takes a special strength in two people. People might view it as weak or chaotic, but I think there's strength found in those kinds of relationships that exist more so than in others. So I commend you highly for that. What else is being said?
Kunal is in the chat again.
Oh yes, he was here last night. Welcome back, Kunal. I hope we're saying that right.
I hope as well. Sorry for any mispronunciation. I need glasses.
You're allowed to. You're not the one driving. You're allowed to lean in and see what people are saying.
No, I'm gonna blame it on that I can't see very well.
What are people saying?
Melissa said that we are very different people. We've been together for a year.
Well, congratulations. That's a huge achievement. Joanne and I have been together for What? It's been more than a couple, babe.
I say the other day mean anywhere from yesterday to the day I was born.
Yes.
So a couple is a lot, okay?
Months. No, we started dating beginning of November. So November, December, January, February, March, and we're now in April.
And I think we've passed the marker in April. I don't know what.
Yes, which means we completed.
Yeah.
Hold on. Full month of
I can't count.
So it's December. Hold on. December, January, February, March, April. So yeah, so May 7th and May 6th and 7th. I don't remember. I think it's May 6th. 7th?
I think it's the 7th because I remember being like, oh, that's my favorite number.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure, anyways.
We'll have to look at the past calendar, see when that temple day was. But yeah, so May 7th it'll be 6 months, half a year for us. Woot woot! We've known each other for a lot longer than that, but that's how long we've been dating. Six, actually, yeah, it's been almost 6 months we've been dating, but we've known each other for 6 years or more.
Dang. That's pretty cool.
That is cool.
So they have a four years apart.
Hey, that's us. That's
pretty much.
That's how far we are apart.
Oh, thank you, Hava.
What's
How long
Hava?
is he says here to see the beautiful couple of the night.
Hey, let's go. Havwong coming and bringing fire into the chat as he always does. What else is being said?
I'm slightly confused.
I see some hellos in the chat. Who's saying hello?
Mr. Fox is back.
Welcome, Mr. Fox. Who else?
Death Star.
Well, Death Star. Oh, Death Star was probably saying hello to Mr. Fox.
Yes.
I was like, Death Star, he's the first one in today. All right, well, this marks the end of our pre-show because we are arriving at tonight's destination. So we're gonna go ahead and park, and then we're gonna be able to chat. Well, I guess we have been chatting with you guys because Jocelyn's been here.
Then he can read it though, and he's better at that. Been doing it for a little longer.
All right. Ganishnu, I hope I'm saying that right, is asking, are you guys married? Yeah. We are. Right there. Look at that. Sorry, I can be sarcastic. No, we are not yet. That we're waiting for something like that. Avery saying hi in the chat. Hello, Avery. Death Star says, as soon as I get Discord, I'm going to try and join one of the after parties. Yes, actually, speaking of tonight's after party, what was it again? We hadn't decided. It was we put a poll in the Discord chat. Actually, do you want to pull it up on your phone real quick?
True.
We put a poll in the Discord chat to see if people were more interested in a karaoke night tonight or in a drawing party. So let's see what people answered. So go ahead, polls and quizzes. You can scroll past it. Polls and quizzes, polls and surveys. Oh yeah, I renamed it. Okay. Wait. Did I not?
You didn't put it in there.
Oh,
I don't
it was.
know where you put it.
Well, I put it in the main chat, but. Oh, okay. Only like 3 people voted. Oh, it's reconnecting to the Wi-Fi. Do not reconnect. Actually, yes, we need you to. Okay. Oh, let's see. Have a good night, Melissa saying. Wish you the best. Thank you, Kunal. Oh, there's 2 Melissas. Hola. There's 2 Melissas in the chat. Not drawing. I don't want to miss out on that. Well, don't worry, because this will be a weekly thing. So it looks like most of the votes were for drawing. Why is our music glitching? How dare they? No, not HutchNet. What even is that? Just the hotspot. Just my phone's hotspot. Sorry about that. Disconnect. My boy. Okay, there we go. We're fine now. Anyway, let's see. Somebody said karaoke. Somebody said not trying because they don't want to miss out on that. Have a great day. Just giving you a thumbs up. Thank you very much. Where are you from? Goodle, you asked this yesterday, bro. We are from the United States. In the desert. Cantamos. Melissa quiere cantar con nosotros. Y sí, es verdad. Yo hablo español un poco. Melissa speaking in Spanish. She's like, cantamos. She's saying, we sing. We want to sing. Maddie, hello. Welcome to the chat, Maddie. Havong said, wish I could be here for longer, but I got school in the next minute. Hey, you do what you need to, Havong. You're awesome. And we'll see you next time. If you gotta go. So, yes, the after party tonight, which will be in like 40-ish minutes. Que vamos a cantar. Tal vez necesito elegir si queremos cantar o dibujar esta noche. Y no sé ayer. ¿Ayer? Yeah. No sé. No ya sé. Sorry. My Spanish is... I said I don't know yesterday. What I meant to say was I don't know yet. Feliz Navidad. Oh, Feliz Navidad I said. Let's see. Oh, I also sing, Melissa said. I got school in 3 hours about. No, 4. Mr. Fox just joined the Discord. Woot woot. Welcome, Mr. Fox. Yo no sé. Yo no ya sé. Like, I don't know yet. I think I'm saying that right. I hope. Anyway, you guys tell us. Would you guys rather do karaoke in the Discord server tonight, or would you guys rather do a drawing party tonight? Because whichever one we do tonight, we'll do the other one on Thursday. So, I mean, currently I was thinking of doing the drawing party tonight because I think more people wanted to do the karaoke and more people will be available on a Thursday night. So that's kind of along the lines that I was thinking, but that can also be changed. So, it is hot in here, is it not? It's very hot. Hola, hermano, eres genial. Oh, muchísimas gracias, Kunal. Maddie G said I never got a shout out, and that would be wrong because this is the second time I've shouted you out. You gotta listen, bro. We're saying the names in the chat. Liv says hello. Death Star says I'm gonna try to get Discord tomorrow or Thursday. Do it, dude. That'd be awesome. What is for the Discord party tonight? Havwang says. Well, we're still figuring out if we're gonna do karaoke or drawing, but it's gonna be one of those two. Movie night, game night will be saved for Friday, Saturday. But between today and Thursday, we're gonna do either karaoke or drawing. Hello, Don. Welcome to the chat, Don. Maddie said I never got washed out. Well, I don't know what that means, but it sounds like a personal problem. In a comedic way. I'm just being silly. So, do you guys have any... Remember, this is an open free advice stream, so if you guys have any free advice you want to ask for, that is what we are here for. I mean, between the two of us, we probably have something that we can offer. Es muy agradable hablar contigo. Muchísimas gracias. Eres muchísima amable. Aiden's Lego Vlogs says hi. Hello. Do you do vlogs in Lego format? Because that's kind of cool. I might have to check that out later. Alrighty. So we're nearing the halfway point of the stream. Should we do something? Should we do something like Truth or Dare or voice impressions or anything like that? Or even in improv. We could do like improv if we wanted to. That's okay, Death Star. You don't have to speak Spanish. That's fine. Kunal is asking what's our age. ¿Cuántos? I was about to ask the question back. ¿Cuántos años tienes? No. Yo tengo 22 años. At least not good enough to understand. Oh, that's okay, Death Star. I'm just speaking in Spanish because I see people speaking in the chat in Spanish and it's fun to reply in Spanish. All right.
I don't speak Spanish either, Death Star Skin. I speak French.
She does
almost
speak. She does speak some beautiful French. It's wonderful. What's up, Rockets in the chat?
Yeah.
What a goat! What a goat! Glad to have him, my bro, Rocket. Oh, Melissa says, tell us the love story. Ooh, you know what? What's funny is that on Sunday we were in a big group of people, and each of us told our different versions of our love story. Havong says, I have a question for tonight's advice stream. How hard is it to learn a new language? Welcome to the chat, Seuss. Let's see. You start telling the love story, and then simultaneously I'll be talking about learning a new language. I'm just kidding.
That would be confusing.
Somebody's asking for the love story. But like, how much do we want to tell? We can't just give it to them. They gotta earn it. If we get a donation in the chat, we'll tell the love story. How about that? In the meantime, Hav Wong asked, how hard is it to learn a new language? Well, I think it depends on what sources you're using. If you move to a new country where everybody speaks a different language, nobody speaks English, and you just gotta figure it out, you'll learn really quick, actually. But if you're learning in a high school class, it's not gonna do it. Let's see. Wow, a lot of people are suddenly jumping in. Welcome, guys. Red t-shirt. Hello. Welcome, guys. Guess what's 1 + 1? 2. Salud. We have people speaking French and Spanish in the chat. Isn't that cool? Aiden says, can you do voice impressions? Does the emoji count? Death Star, the attempt is awesome. Oh no! Oh, Rocket, of course, coming in clutch with the donation, asking for the love story. And I guess now we have to give it. Everybody thank Rocket in the chat for the donation. Now we have to do the love story. Remember, if you guys have a truth or a dare, put a donation in the chat, and we have to do it. I mean, within reasonable reason.
Within reasonable reasons.
Without reasonable reasons. Superfan says, hey, can you cheer my friend? Her boyfriend left her. Her name is Ragda. Can you give her some advice? We would love to, yes. Real quick, before we do that, please stay tuned, because that's actually really important. I would love to give some advice there. But somebody put a donation in the chat to hear the love story. So how do we want to do this? Do you want me to like spark notes it, or do you want to tell it?
The way you tell it is wrong. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Wow.
He just never believes me. He's like, that didn't happen. I'm like, I was there. Pretty sure it did happen.
Oh, Death Star just asked, will you consider a dare without a donation? Yeah. Donations are not required for us to do a dare. But if you do a donation with your dare, then it's like, okay, so like now we have to. So there's no guarantee that we will do a dare. That's just put in the chat. But if you do a super chat and give a donation, then it's like bumped up and highlighted, so we will see it, and it means that we have to do it within reason. Can I have a shout out? Catherine asked. Here's your shout out, Catherine. All right, so our love story, we knew each other when we were younger. I was in, well, hold on. So I'm trying to remember. Okay, so in 2018 is when we met. So we're nearing on 7 years of knowing each other. Yes, we're nearing on 7 years of knowing each other.
Dang.
It was 2018, yeah.
Ugh, we're old.
It was like late 2018, so we're not quite at 7 years of knowing each other yet. But you guys are so pretty. Oh, thank you so much, Catherine. Somebody paid a donation to hear our love story, so now we have to tell it because we're doing Truth or Dare. And if you do a donation with your Truth or Dare, then we have to. Aiden said, dare you to try doing an Ariana Grande voice impression. We'll get there in a second. We gotta do the donation truth first. I dare you to get your cat and bring it in stream today or Thursday. Ooh. You want to go grab him?
Yeah.
Okay, she's gonna go grab Nemo. Actually,
You can do some of the other dares while I'm gone. Don't tell the love story.
you don't want You don't want me to tell the love story without you?
No, I need to correct them when
All right, go grab Nemo. Okay, let's see.
Oh, I'm gonna try and
We gotta go for 15-20 minutes. I'll be back, Mr. Fox says. Okay, we'll see you when you get back. Yes, cat. Okay. Alrighty. It's awesome to see such a variety of languages, English, Spanish, and French. That's awesome, and we are able to mostly chat with everybody. God Central said, what's up? What's up, guys? Alright, what was the... Okay, I'll give some advice to our friend Ragda in the chat. So, boyfriend left her. That is never easy, and I totally understand that. I have had a fair share of disloyal partners in my life, so I understand what it's like to feel that betrayal. So I mean, I don't know if your friend is watching the stream right now, or if you're asking for like advice so that you can pass it on to her, but my advice is like number one thing, because there's so many different things that people can say when somebody's going through a breakup, and most of the time it doesn't help. It's like, oh, there's plenty of fish in the sea. No, that just makes me feel worse. Thanks, right? Or, hey, it's okay, like, you know, or like, hey, I'm really sorry for that happened, and it like helps a little bit, but it's like, you know, just kind of generic things that everybody says doesn't always help. So, well, my advice would be the number one thing that is kind of, you know, applies to all breakups is that you as their friend should encourage them and help them to spend time taking care of themselves. All right, the cat is here. You crazy thing. Are you clawing? Are you clawing my baby? What's up? Ouch. Hey, yeah, why are your claws out, bud? Welcome to the stream, Nemo. Everybody, welcome Nemo to the stream. This is like literally the moneymaker. Your head's in the... It's okay. This is the face of the moneymaker. Literally just the star of the channel. Nobody wants to see my face. People just want to see Nemo's face.
What happened to his nose?
Huh? What do you mean?
I didn't notice that.
Oh,
What'd you do,
buddy.
man?
You hurt your nose.
I think he was antagonizing Sasha, probably. And she took a whack at him.
You gotta be nicer, Nemo. Alright, he wants to check out what's happening over there. You wanna hold him so the chat can see him? Nemo just wants to go to the window. Hello, Nemo.
Your foot is stuck.
Here, I can hold him if that works better.
They want to see your face.
Here, I'll take him
You're a
again.
star.
You're a star, Nemo, but you gotta like accept the stardom.
Yeah.
What's up, bud? This is Nemo. He's my cat. Apparently got clawed in the face today because he was antagonizing another cat. Serves you right, bro. That's okay. Your nose will heal. Everybody say hello to Nemo. This is like the best screen time he's ever gotten. Like this is the closest and most personal he's ever been in front of the camera.
Oh, he doesn't like that.
You moody cat.
He's
Here.
purring.
I can hold him. He always purrs, even if he's upset. Here, you want to let him go and let him come over here real quick? No, you don't want to let him go? All right. So, yeah, if you're going through a breakup, the advice there is, you know, there's tons of different advice I could give you, but like the one piece of advice that applies every single time is to take some time to love yourself. And if a friend is going through a breakup, take some time to love them. Go out with them, do things with them. If they just want to stay inside, do that with them. Watch movies and shows with them, have ice cream, have popcorn with them. Like, just have fun with them and let them feel, right? Let them feel, because the feelings need to come out. If you try to suppress those feelings, they'll eventually just explode and they'll be 1,000 times worse. So do things with your friends who are going through breakups. And if you yourself are going through a breakup, talk to a friend and be like, hey, Hi, Nemo. Talk to a friend and be like, hey, like, I don't want to, like, I mean, I feel like a lot of people are like, oh, I don't want to be a burden, you know, but, you want me to hold Nemo?
I don't think he wants anyone to hold him.
Well, he doesn't get a choice when it's me. Oh, look, he's slightly docile. A little Nemo meow for you guys. That doesn't happen that often. He's not a very vocal cat most of the times. I mean,
when he's being held when he doesn't like to, he starts meowing.
Alrighty, here you go, Nemo. Go ahead, loaf in my lap. There we go. So, yes, this is my therapy animal, basically. Hello, Nemo. No, you have to stay here. You have to love me. You guys might remember Nemo from when I posted some videos when I first got him, just like this little lost kitten on the street, and I was like, guys, I found a lost kitten. What should I name him until we find the owner? And then of course that never happened. So, but you know what? He might be hot. You want to roll down the window a little bit? Because I'm feeling hot right now.
A little bit. I'm not gonna roll it down enough for him to escape, though.
And there he goes, trying to escape.
Here, Nemo. I've got you. It's water.
He just likes water. He's a weird cat. He's obsessed with water. No, but not if it's in your hand. Only if it's in a container, I think.
Nemo.
He's like, I don't even know what you're doing. Hello, bud. You are just vibrating like a subwoofer in my arms. A very furry, cute subwoofer. Wow. Let's see. What's the chat saying? Can you read it for me? Oh yes, CD8 is in the chat again, and he said he was gonna try working out, like starting a new workout routine this morning. We also did the very same thing. So CD8, just like I said yesterday, feel free to tell us how that went. No. I love you. Feel free to tell it. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll let you hold him in a bit. I don't get to see him as much. Oh yes, it's true. We do need to tell the love story. But CD8, go ahead and tell us in the chat how your workout this morning went. In the meantime, it is time. Somebody donated money to hear the love story, so we do have to tell it. So, when we were younger, excuse me. Hey, that's not how we act. We behave. So when we were younger, there's a bit of an age gap between us, like 3 or 4 years. And so when we were younger, she had a ginormous crush on me. I found out, but of course, I'm like a senior as she's like entering high school. So I was like, it's okay. I appreciate you as an acquaintance friend.
To be fair, I never tried to tell you. You just kind of figured it out.
That's
I wasn't
true,
gonna do anything.
She didn't make a move or anything. I just figured it out. You know, later in life, as in like 5-6 months ago, yeah, I went on a mission, and I was like all around. I lived in Chile in South America. I lived in Washington. I lived in Utah. I lived in Idaho, and I like came back and forth between Arizona. We, oh, stop it, behave. He's such a curious cat. He doesn't like standing still unless he's sleeping. Yes, it's me. And so then when I moved back here most recently, we saw each other and we started hanging out again, and I started catching feelings now that we were both adults. And so then I asked her on a date, and she was like, yeah, sure. And then, you know, eventually I told her that I had been like kind of thinking about her, and I was starting to like get feelings for her. And she basically in her jumble of thoughts, friend-zoned me this time. And I was like, oof.
I literally only repeated what he said. He was like, you were being so vague. I was like, I literally just said the exact same words he did.
I was like dropping hints like crazy, but she wasn't giving me anything to work with.
I wasn't, because I was literally just repeating what he said. Like when he first told me he liked me, he was like, so I've been thinking about you. And I was like, well, maybe I've been thinking about you too.
Okay, but leading up to that, there was like hand holding, and we were like watching a movie together, and her head was on my shoulder and everything. So it was like, all right, like it's time to like mention something. And she was like, I think I've been thinking about you too. And of course, her brain was not the same place my brain was. So I was like, yeah, so like, would you want to like go on it like another date or something like that? I don't remember exactly what the conversation was. And then she was like, oh, I'm not really like looking for that right now in my life. And I was like, oh, okay, I guess I misread the signs. Nemo really wants to escape, but he is mine right now. Somebody says, I love your cat. Thank you so much. I'm accidentally eating some of his hairs. What's going on with me tonight, actually? I just realized, huh?
Oh, yeah. Do I need to go get the other thing?
I don't know, actually. Yeah, at the end of the stream.
Okay.
Anyway, but then we went to like a dance together, and several people thought we were already a couple because we did like a couple costume, basically.
I may or may not be oblivious, and it might have taken me a while to like pick up on my own feelings as well as his.
Where's the infinite water cup? You want to lift it up for them real quick? There's the infinite water cup. There it is. Thank you. Oh my gosh, Nemo, your hair is all over my face.
Should give him a so that his hair can be all over my face. Whatever. Soon.
I'll hand him over soon. So then, you know, at the dance, there was a moment where I like almost leaned in and kissed her while we were dancing. It didn't happen, but then afterwards I was like, I just straight up said, I was like, you know, I almost like leaned in and kissed you earlier. And then, go ahead, what'd you say in response?
Well, I was panicking. This came out of complete left field for me. Like I said, I was oblivious. And the last time we had hung out, he had put up like really big boundaries.
Years, like a year or two previously.
It was literally the summer before. Because
I was 20 and she was like 16, so that was like, nope, can't happen, right? Have to put up boundaries.
Yeah, but no, he didn't even want to be my friend. He was like, no.
No.
I don't even. No. I have the texts to prove it. Do you want me to pull these out?
You said you didn't want to because they were cringe.
I'm talking about the emails. That was my bad. But these are stuff that is cringy for you. I can pull them up if you want.
You don't have to. They have to pay more money for that. They have to donate more for that. So basically she was like, I'll be honest, like, if you tried to kiss me, I probably would have put my hand up to stop you. And I was like,
I wasn't ready for that.
I was like, oh,
he was my first kiss.
So then I was like,
first love and my first boyfriend.
And
He's
first
my
dance and first dates and all that fun stuff. Where are you going? Where are you going, bud?
So I was not ready for that at the time in the moment. So I probably would have just panicked and like stuck my hand in his face. So I told him that.
So then I was like, oh, I misread the signs again. I guess she's not Nemo. All right, your turn. I will let you explore a little bit, Nemo.
Okay.
He's like, why do you guys have to hold me? I'm a big boy. He does want to just leap out that window.
Nope. I'm gonna. Yeah.
Okay, you can. Yeah, go ahead. He's liquid, but he can't fit through there. All right. Yeah, he's just gonna. Nemo's over there checking out the window. So, yeah. So I was like, oh, I guess I misread the signs again, and then fast forward, like my birthday happened, which was like the next day. No, that was my birthday.
Yeah, no,
oh, the next day was my birthday, like, celebration. Yeah, like, I invited some friends over.
Birthday.
Yeah.
Birthday party.
Yes. And so, for several days in a row, for like that entire week, Halloween, my birthday, and then birthday party after that, my birthday get-together, we were hanging out, and we started hanging out, like, just a ton, almost, like, constantly. Wow, that was Nemo, by the way. He's crawling behind the phone. He's exploring the dash of my car. He's never been up there before. He's like, I feel the power.
His eyes are so wide.
He's like,
oh dear. Nemo. Oh, is that the blinking light that you're...
Maybe. Here he comes again. Oh, hello, Nemo. We're glad you could join us.
Right in front of the camera.
Yeah. He doesn't care.
Excuse me.
He's like, well, that sign won't stop me because I can't read. All right. Death Star's asking, is your birthday November 2nd? Close, you're one day off. But anyway, so, what were we talking about? Where were we?
After I rejected
Nemo's
you.
Putting his face in the camera again. Yes, so there was a bit of, like, it felt like a rejection, felt like a friend zone, and then